We are executing the HTML program or file through any standard web browser. Whatever we are going to display through web browser on the internet, all this information should be present inside this body tag. These are the main content. Inside this content can be divided into number of sections or number of frames. Dear students, welcome to computer science classes. I am Ravi Kumar KR, lecturer in computer science, Vidhyaashram PU College, Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. Students, today we are going to start our session with a new chapter, that is chapter 17, web designing. Let us see the weightage of the chapter. This chapter, you will get one MCQ question for 1 mark, and 3 marks question you will get 1. So it is 3 marks. So totally there will be 2 questions and total weightage is 4 marks. This is the weightage of the chapter web designing. In this chapter we are going to cover few concepts like introduction to HTML and HTML structure, formatting tags and different tags of HTML, tables, frames, and also we are going to learn few features of language like XML and DHTML and concepts like web hosting and web scripting. So these are the few topics we are going to cover in the chapter 17, web designing. Let us start with introduction to HTML language. These topics are covered in first PUC, and in second PUC we are going to learn some advanced tags of HTML and other few different concepts. Now, this HTML language, it is a language for web designing. And what is the full form of HTML? Hypertext Markup Language. And let us see the introduction part of it. Here, Tim Berners-Lee, he invented a language, HTML, and it is a language which makes it possible to present information on the internet. What are the applications of HTML language? Why we are using it? We are using HTML language to present information on the internet. Now, what about HTML language? HTML language is easy to learn and use, and it is used to make websites. So another applications of HTML language is to create or to develop websites. And here it is not a case sensitive language. What is the meaning of this? Here we can write HTML tags either in uppercase or lowercase letters. That is the meaning of it is not a case sensitive language. Now HTML can be created using any text editor like Notepad. Now, as it is a language, so there should be some editor to write HTML tags. So, normally we use here the text editor, that is Notepad. So, we are writing HTML tags by using the editor Notepad. And once all the tags are written here, the same file, it has to be saved as HTML file by using the extension name .html. So, .html is an extension name of your HTML file. And how do we execute that program or HTML file here? We have to make use of any of the browser, any of the standard web browser. So, there we can execute or open HTML file. So, this is the introduction of HTML language. HTML language, the full form is Hypertext Markup Language. It is used to develop or to create websites, and it is possible for us to display information on the internet through websites. It is a not case sensitive language, and we are using a text editor that is like Notepad to write HTML tags, and that file has to be saved with the extension name .html. And we are executing the HTML program or file through any standard web browser. Now let us see the structure of HTML language. Here the HTML language starts with HTML tag. This is HTML tag, and HTML tag, the same tag we are closing at the end here. So HTML tag is open tag here and this is close tag. How can we make out a close tag? With same HTML tag with forward slash. It indicates the ending tag or closing tag. So we start with HTML and next one is head tag. This head, again we are closing head tag here, and in between we can have title tag and after head we have to open body tag and it has to be closed at the end. Then after that we have to close HTML tag. This is a general structure of HTML programming or HTML program. Now let us see the meaning of all these things. That HTML, this indicates beginning of our HTML document or HTML program. So after that, this head tag, it begins the heading section of HTML document and it has one more title tag. The title tag, it gives HTML document a title that appears on the browser menu bar. I mean, whatever the title you are going to give here, it will be appear at the title bar of your window. Next tag is body tag. This defines the body of the HTML document. So whatever we are going to display through web browser on the internet, all this information should be present inside this body tag. So this is a major part of your HTML document. See, anything you want to display, it may be in the form of text or different, maybe a picture, hyperlink, etc. All the document what we can see through internet, all those things has to be placed inside body tag with HTML or with different HTML tags. This is the body of HTML document. And finally, we have to close this body tag here. Then after that, we have to close HTML tag. So this is open tag and this is close tag. It is open tag and close tag. And again here, head, open tag, close tag in between. Inside that we have title tag. It has to be closed here. So this is the general structure of HTML document. Now let us see the web page layout. What is web page layout? Whenever you are going to open any of the website, whatever the web pages you can see, so that is nothing but your web page. So what are different layouts of that, or different parts of web page? That is nothing but web page layout. So here generally the web page layout, it will be having many different parts or sections. This is header section and footer section, then navigation. So this is navigation menu, and these are contents. These are the main content. Inside this content can be divided into number of sections or number of frames. So this is the general web page layout here. One is address box to enter the domain name. This is nothing but your address where we are going, where we can see the URL of any of the website. Navigation menu, where we can forward or backward navigation. Now normally here you will be using this. Whenever you want to go for next web page, you are going to click on the arrow marks, may be available on the navigation menu. This is navigation menu. Next, header section, and header of the web page with or without subheading, and footer will be there at the bottom of the web page. And with, we can also have forms or tables, anything within the content part of it. With this content part, or it can be that this section we can divide it into number of sections. This section we can divide it into number of subsections or number of parts or number of frames. So this is the basic web page layout. Now let us discuss the few basic formatting tags of HTML language. And here the first tag is B. This is called B, stands for bold. So what is the use of this? The text appears in bold letter. Text appears in bold letter. I mean, it is different from normal letters. So it is this, the syntax is B, open tag B, and close tag. Inside this we have to write the text. So this is an example here. Now look at next tag is italics. So italics, and the text appears in italics style. Here between this we have to write the text. This is open tag and this is close tag. This is called as a paired tag. And next look at the one more tag. U stands for underline. It is open tag and close tag. Between we supposed to write a text here. That text appears underlined. Now next tag is subscript tag. So this is the syntax, and the text appears below the normal line. Suppose there is a standard line that is called normal line. So subscript letters, any characters appears below the normal line. Look at the example here. And this is superscript. So definition, the text appears above the normal line. So here this is an example of this. So you can see the difference between superscript and subscript. Superscript appears above the normal line, where subscript appears below the normal line. Now let us look into some other basic tags. This is resizing text. So this is, we can have size of what generally we say with a different font, or we say different size here. So in HTML we have big tag. So this is big, and this is open tag, and this is a close tag. It increases the font size by 1. By normal, it increases the font size by 1 point greater than the normal font, normal size. Now small tag, it is one more HTML tag. It decreases the size of the text by 1 point. So this is the definition of these two tags. Then example here. And H1 tag, this is called heading tags. So write the text in biggest heading. So it looks like heading for any of our HTML documents. In HTML, there are 6 levels of heading starting from H1 to H6. So according to our convenience, we can make use of any of the heading tags from H1 to H6. So H1 tag display in the biggest heading text, or there's the H6 heading, it write the text in smallest heading. So H1, it display the text in biggest size, and H6 is the smallest size. This is an example here. Next, font tag. So this is font tag. So we can display our information with different font style and also with different font size. The tag is here font tag. This font tag and it has attributes like size, and also we can also make use of the attributes like size, style and color and all. So this is the font tag with size is an attribute that is equal to 1, and the text here. Then after that we are closing the font tag here. So it writes the text in smallest font size, that is with respect to 0.8. It is a 8 point. Suppose if I write 1 here, it displays the font size with 8 point. That is the meaning of this size equal to 1. And how do we use it here? This is font size equal to 1, and the text here, this is the text here. Then we have to close this font tag. Next, font tag with size equal to 7. So it displays the text with 36 point size. So this is the font tag. Let us move on to next slide. This is text layout. So here we start with P, that is called paragraph tag. You know what is a paragraph? So any paragraph in the web page can be displayed or can be aligned either left, right or center. So here one of the example is left, that is a left attribute. So if you write P align, that is equal to left, and this is a text, and you have to close P tag here or paragraph tag. So the particular text will be aligned left of your web page. So that is the meaning of the alignment, paragraph alignment left or left attribute. Similarly, it is also possible to make use of right alignment as well as center alignment, or we can say it is right attribute and center attribute. Now let us see the next tag, that is BR tag. So BR tag, it is line break tag. So first you write the text here or information, then we have to make use of BR tag, and it is a single tag, there is no closure tag for this. So it adds a single line break where the tag is. So in HTML programming, wherever it come across BR tag, so it adds a single line break wherever the tag is. So if you want to have 2 lines gap or 2 line space, then we can make use of this BR tag twice. So this is a BR tag, that is line break tag. Students, let us learn few other tags in my next session. Thank you.